I'm Michelle.
And I'm Maddie.
And today we're going to be talking about
bunny body types. There are 5 rabbit body types that are recognized by the American Rabbit Breeders Association, or ARBA, and these are commercial, compact, full arch, semi-arch, and cylindrical.
There are 2 reasons we want to know what body type our rabbits are. The first is that we want to make sure that we're always posing the rabbit in the proper way when we're showing it. And we also want to know how to best show off the characteristics that our rabbit has. Here we have a Californian bunny. His name is Snap. He's a commercial body type. So these rabbits are typically a lot larger than some of the other body types. We want to make sure that you practice with your commercial body type rabbit so that they really show off how big and thick that their body is. So we don't want to over or under pose him. So when I say over pose, if we squish him together too high, their feet won't be lined up right underneath them. They could be pushed too far forward underneath them, and his whole body raises up a little bit too much, so he doesn't look, he looks a little bit too high. Right now, we want to make sure that his body is nice and round, and that it shows off how big and thick he is, and that the top of his loin falls nicely to the table. So this would be over posing if we get him too squished together. Under posing would be if we allowed him to stretch out. And if you see a commercial body type, if we allow him to stretch out, they're just not going to look as big as they should on the table. So know your rabbit, know how to pose them, but also know that your commercial body type is going to be your meat rabbits that are going to be a little bit larger, and you want to really show off how big they are.
This is Dorito. He is a mini lop, which is a compact breed. And what that means is, similarly to the commercial body type, we want them to be rounded, but they're going to be slightly more overposed. So we want them to come right up underneath them. They're going to have a little bit of a steeper fall from their loin to the table, but still not too much. We want their feet right underneath them, and we want their head to be tucked in and laid down right at a natural pose. So just like that. This is Peaches. She's a Netherland dwarf, which means that she's a full arch body type. And the way we want to pose them is we're going to start by making sure that their hind legs are nice and underneath themselves. Then we're going to pick up their front and get their legs to sit right up like that. When they're posing properly, we would like to be able to see air underneath their belly. Peaches here is pregnant, which is why she's got a little bit more of a tummy on her, so we won't be able to see quite as much. But we can still get her sitting up nice and tall, and we want their head to be up and facing straight forwards. Here on the ranch, we don't actually have any semi-arch body types, so instead we're going to be using a compact just to kind of explain and show you what we would be looking for. So again, we want to start by getting their feet nice and lined up underneath themselves, and we're going to bring their loins up and make sure that they're high at the point of their loin and they fall nice and smooth to the table. We want their elbows and paws to be laying flat on the ground with their head laying right above it. We want them to be low at the point of their shoulder blades and then come up at the loin and fall smooth to the table. Their body should look about at the same shape as a mandolin.
This rabbit here is Jerry. Jerry is a Himalayan breed of rabbit. Himalayans are the only cylindrical body type breed of rabbit. It's been really fun having Jerry here at the ranch. To demonstrate how you would pose one of these rabbits, you want their legs up nice and underneath them. Their head is going to be low and actually laying against the table. You want their hind feet nice and underneath them, not too far stretched out behind them or tucked in too far forward. But they're still, the cylindrical body type is incredibly long, lean, and low to the table. So it's been really fun having Jerry here. He's just a real different kind of rabbit than we've ever had before. But if you notice, he's just really long and lean and sits nice and low to the table. Thank you so much for joining us and watching our video on bunny body types.
If you have any questions about animals or anything else we do here on the ranch, go ahead and leave it in the comments below, and we would love to answer that for you.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.